Okay, so what are some changes in your area recently, in your neighborhood recently? What are some changes?
I guess a few things are changed recently. Instead, my town has changed gradually. A few years ago, there were not many buildings more than 5 stories long, but now the streets are filled with skyscrapers.
That's enough. That's enough. Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
answer. All
Mm,
right. So you said 5 stories low or long.
mm,
Was it long?
yeah. Yeah.
5 stories high, not
High.
5 stories low.
5 stories high. 5 stories high. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to some of the current topics. Well, I mean, they are current topics. Those questions,
Mm,
it's almost always how they start the IELTS speaking exam. So we've done them. Okay, so I'll test you on them again later to see how well you've remembered what we've done today. Okay, so right, let's talk about memory. Why do some people have good memories while others don't?
I reckon it depends on the inborn talent. For example, some intelligent people have the high, high level of I, IQs, so remember everything. And second, it depends on the personality. For example, forgetful people miss deadlines and forgets about supposed anniversary.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Okay. I'm just thinking about your answer there. I mean, I know some very, very intelligent people who are also very forgetful because
uh,
they're sort of geniuses. They're always thinking about creating new things or very philosophical. But when it comes to day-to-day life, they're very forgetful about. I mean, you could say I'm a bit like that myself. I'm always focused on my work, so I forget things like my wife's birthday or Christmas or something like that because I
uh,
just working, working, working. Obviously, that requires some intelligence, but then I forget the
mm,
day-to-day things. So I wouldn't necessarily say.
mm,
So, and I wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. Is it so you're saying it's that they're basically you're saying it's genetic. You're saying that they're born with good memories.
yes, and uh, on the one side, it depends on the inborn talent. On the other side, personality. Because forgetful people have a spacey and careless, so I say that forgetful people sometimes forgetful people sometimes forget about work or or
I
and
see. I see. Yeah.
anniversary.
Okay. Okay. I see where you're going, but I think I'm not sure that that's down to personality. There are some people who just don't care about that kind of thing. Okay, so they don't care to remember about things. I can see that that's a possible answer.
Mm.
Again, let's keep it simpler because I think that's quite complicated. That requires a lot of
Ah,
explanation. So
okay.
so keep your answers simple. So normally when it comes to memory or
Mm,
intelligence,
mm,
the choices are
mm,
between genetic, that people
mm,
are born intelligent or that they're born with a good memory, so that's genetic. Yeah,
mm.
genetic,
Yeah.
right? Or
Uh,
they or
yeah.
they learn how to they teach themselves to have a good memory. So
Mm,
it's either genetic or
mm,
it's through education.
mm,
So do you think that people can teach themselves how to have a good
mm,
memory? Is that
mm.
possible?
Uh, as a leader possible because they can afford into practice and such as memorizing to memorize so they take notes.
Is taking notes using their memory, or is that using pieces of paper?
Yes, yeah.
I would say no. Okay, so mental notes. You could say they take mental notes. Mental notes. But I think that's people with good memories. Anyway, people with good memories make mental notes of things. So I think the choice is to keep it simple. I think some people are born with good memories, and other people teach themselves how to good memories, and some people just don't care. The third group that you mentioned earlier. Okay, so some people are born that way, some people teach themselves, and other people don't care. Three choices, very simple.
Okay. I think it is difficult for for me to, in this question. So you mean genetic or
through education?
through education? So my answer is
well, you don't. No, okay. So hold on. You don't have to make a choice here. You're not having to choose one or the other. You're basically, because the question is, why do some people have good memories? Okay, as you said, some people are born with good memories. Okay, that's number one. Some people develop good memories through education. That's two. And some people don't, because they don't care. That's three. That's the three choices. Those are the three options. So because the question is, why do some people have good memories while others don't? So there are two categories that do, and there's one category that doesn't.
I understand.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I understand.
Right. Okay. So good. Why do people rely on cell phones to memorize things?
It's probably because people sometimes forget about important tasks. So so many people uh, so many people uh, take notes important 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 preparation and meeting places.
Okay, and how do they do that on their cell phone? What do they use on their cell phone to do that?
People usually use the app, the app's memo.
Memo. Okay, but if it's for a time or a person, what would they use for to remember a time?
A time. They for example, people prepared uh, 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 pe- uh, when people prepare when people promise others when people promise uh, friends or family, they take notes through apps.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. What I'm trying to get is what I'm trying to get is the name of the app. What app are they using?
What apps is it? Oh, this is cook see. Yes, the calendar. Yeah.
I know. That's what I wanted you to tell me.
Yes, the calendar. Yes.
Right. Okay. So why do they rely on their cell phones to memorize things? Because there are so many useful apps on cell phones for for remembering important things, such as the calendar for their schedule or their appointments, or their what they call it, address book. Yeah, with all the cell phone numbers of all of their friends goes into their address book, or using the notes, just writing notes on there, or even just using the camera. You know, a lot of people are just very lazy. They just take a photograph of something and then it's stored on their phone. Okay, so
Okay.
calendar, address book, notes, and camera.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Are you good at memorizing things?
No, even though I have a sharp memory, but I sometimes forget about important meetings or important appointment. So I usually uh, take notes through uh, paper.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll do.
Mm.
Have you ever forgotten something important?
Something important. Could you repeat the question?
Yes. Have you ever forgotten something important?
Yes, of course. I lost a wide variety of items. For example, a few years ago, I lost ID cards and cash because of uh, because because of um, my bags torn. Torn?
Stolen?
No, torn. One.
Torn.
T-O.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Right. Okay, but I think that's a different question. So that would be, have you ever lost something important? That would be, have you lost something important? This is, have you ever forgotten something?
Uh, Forgotten. Yes. Forgotten. Until now, I I don't forget about important tasks and meetings and interviews. So I don't uh, uh, I don't have I don't have been forget.
I haven't forgotten anything
I
important.
haven't forgotten. Yes,
Okay. Right.
important. Yeah.
Okay. So that should have been at the beginning. That was the direct answer to the question. So
Mm.
far, I haven't forgotten anything important, and then the other part next. Remember,
Okay.
direct answer first
Yeah.
and more information afterwards. Yeah.
Yes, I remember it.
You'd already forgotten. Right. Okay. What kinds of TV programs do you often watch?
uh, I usually enjoy watch the current affair TV shows because they can help greatly. They can help greatly me how society goes around and tells me the lately hotly debated issue.
Okay. Do you think kids watch too much television?
Kids, uh, most Korean kids usually watch the uh, a toy, toys. No. What was it? Amazing, amazing. No, um, I'm sorry. Um, most Korean, most Korean kids usually watch the popular uh, game program because this is because kids feel like kids seems to feel happy and delighted.
Okay, but you haven't answered the question. That's very interesting, but it doesn't answer the question. So the question is, do you think kids watch too much television?
Too much television. Oh, okay. uh, uh, I think it depends on the parents' personality, because and for example, on the one hand, kids usually watch the TV programs maybe two or three times a day, but on the other hand, other kids uh, usually watch the uh, uh, other kids don't watch the TV programs because parents educate their children uh, uh, to watch the programs is it is dangerous for them.
Okay, that's closer, but that's still not answering the question. You still haven't answered the question. And in fact, that answer is better for the next is closer to the next question, or the second part of your answer is closer for the next question. Okay, so I would have said because I've been teaching Koreans now for such a long time that I know what do kids do after school? So they go to school during the week, the Korean kids, yes?
Yes.
And then after they finish school, what do they do next?
In my Korea, kids usually go to private lectures.
Yeah, academies, yes.
Academies.
And what
Such
time? And
as
what? Wait,
music.
no, that's okay. I don't know what. I don't need to know
Uh,
that. Just they go
yes.
to academies, and
Yeah.
then what time do they go home?
I reckon they usually go to the home for night at 9 or 10 p.m.
Okay, so I would say in
Mm,
comparison with Western kids,
mm,
Korean kids don't have time to watch television because
mm,
they're always at school or an
mm,
academy. They
mm,
get home, presumably they have dinner, then they go to bed and they start all over again. So I don't think
mm,
Korean kids do watch too much TV
mm,
programs because they don't have the
mm,
time for it. Maybe they get time at the weekends. I don't know.
mm,
That would depend on the family.
mm,
But my answer to this question again, very, very simple. I would say
mm,
no, I don't think Korean kids watch too much television. So that's the direct answer.
mm.
Yes, that's the direct
Yes.
answer.
Yes.
Because they don't have time, because they after school they have to go to an academy. They don't finish the academy until 10 o'clock at night, so they don't have time to watch television. That's it.
Mm, okay. I understand.
Right, good. Okay, so now what are the impacts on children from watching TV programs?
Uh, First of all, uh, the purpose of TV program uh, is educational for children, because uh, young children are still immature and in the stage of uh, development, so they mimic people's attitude and behavior. So TV program is educational program.
I agree.
Mm,
Yes, it is. And what is the impact on children? So yes, it does teach them behaviors. I agree with you.
mm,
But would you say that every TV program is good education, or could it be bad education?
It depends on the TV program.
Yes. No, you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's how you start the answer to this question. What are the impacts on children from watching TV programs? It depends on the TV program is how I would start my answer. Okay. Remember, I told you about it depends. I told you before about it depends yesterday. Okay, so it depends on the TV program. Some impacts can be good if it's an educational program, whereas some impacts could be bad if it's violent or sexual in nature. Okay.
Oh, it is very simple.
Very simple.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so what kinds of TV programs do you think should be broadcast more?
Could you tell me, repeat the question?
Yeah, okay, so what kinds of TV programs do you think should be broadcast more?
Educational TV program is more broadcasting through the world because
So, if you found this IELTS class useful, informative, or entertaining, please give it a like, subscribe, and share with other people who you think might benefit from these live IELTS class videos using actual examination topics. Most of the students participating in these classes are now living their dream in English-speaking countries around the world. If you want classes with me, you can contact me on X, LinkedIn, MS Teams, or Viber. Details are given in the description below or on the About page for this channel. Thank you.